Hello and welcome to another exciting day in Sophia Kamau's kitchen. Today I'm making one of my family favorite cake, and it is coffee cake. I have all the ingredients lined up here and I will go through them. To start with, I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 1 cup of sugar. I have 1 cup of liquid, and mine it's half cup of whole milk and half cup of water. I just put it together. I will use 1 cup of butter, 4 eggs, 4 tablespoons of instant coffee powder, 3 tablespoons of baking powder. I will use oil to oil my pan and so that the cake does not stick. So first, before I do anything, I like doing the oiling of my pan so that it is there in case I only have that flour. I don't forget after I have mixed it with baking powder or any other, maybe put in the machine and then I forget. So I will go like that. But if you do have parchment paper, you are free to use. But I really like being very simple, and also it's a way you can save other than using all these gadgets. Really, what were our parents used to do? We didn't have all these things, or our great-grandparents. They just used what is available at home and did what they had to do. And they used less money than we do nowadays. So after this, I will pour the flour here and I will shake it around. Make sure everywhere is well coated. So my pan is fully coated and I don't need to use a parchment paper. The next step, I will add the baking powder to my flour. And I need 3 teaspoons of baking powder. To be honest, I never sift my flour, but if you can, that's up to you. I like simplifying everything. So my sifting, basically what I do is just mix these 2 ingredients very well using the whisk. And there it is done. It's well mixed. The flour is airy and it's all mixed with the baking powder. So over here, I will go and cream my butter and sugar together. This is 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of sugar, regular sugar. What I'm using is salted butter. So if you have the unsalted butter, it's okay. But you can add a pinch of salt to enhance the flavors of your cake. So we will go now to the machine and take the paddle for creaming the butter and sugar together. So I will cream this between 5 to 8 minutes until light and fluffy. First, I will start with low speed so that the sugar does not fly around, and then take to medium speed. So after every beating, I have to scrape the sides and making sure there's no sugar there stuck to the edges. You just have to keep this doing this constantly, and you do it again. You run the machine and then you do this again until everything is mixed nicely. So I'll continue doing this until my mixture is white, fluffy, and airy. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to crack the eggs, 1 at a time. Because if you crack them into your mixture and you end up having 1 rotten egg, everything is ruined. So I like insisting to do 1 at a time. So let's do it. I will beat it and then add into my creamed mixture, and I will turn my machine on and beat it very well. Now I'm going to do my second egg. Again, just good habit. Make sure everything is good before you mix. So I'll beat it and continue doing this. And while I'm running my machine, I'll be scraping the edges so that everything is well combined, and we will come back after that. Now that my creamed mixture is really looking good, I need to talk about the coffee. The coffee is any brand you can use, decaf, caffeinated coffee, and as you can see, it is has big chunks in there. So what I do to remove the chunks or to make them smaller, like powdery, I use the pistol here, and I just keep pounding here until it is all smooth. Another way you can do is to dissolve this in your liquid, the liquid that you're using. But since mine is powdery and I'm happy, now I'm going to add this into the creamed mixture. Again, keep wiping the sides to make sure everything combines well, and then you continue doing this. By the way, my oven I've been cooking today in the oven, so it is warm, but now I'm almost done with the preparation here. I'm going to set it on. But if you are not cooking with the oven for the day, the moment you start blending the sugar and butter together, you can start your oven so that it is ready when you're ready. Now my mixture is all combined. I will now have to start adding flour little by little bit, alternating with the milk mixture. Start with a slow speed so that you don't make flour go everywhere. My batter is all done, and now I have to empty it into the tray. See how fluffy and airy it is? It is really good, and it smells real good. And as you have seen, this is really coffee. It's not the fake stuff people put in or artificial flavors, but this is real coffee. So I will clear my bowl here, and I will level this up, and then we'll put it in the oven. Oven is on 360 degrees. I'll put it on for 45 to 50 minutes to have this cake baked. My cake is now ready, so let's pull it out and see how it looks. Oh, it turned out really good, until when you insert a toothpick, it comes out clean. I'll have now to run a knife through and make sure that it doesn't stick at the edges. But remember, we added the flour to help with that. There it is. See? That's all we got. It easily came out. Okay? Now that our cake is cooling down, now we have to prepare the butter. Simple vanilla butter icing. And I will use 1 cup of butter, which I have already one which has been room temperature and is soft. And then I will use a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I will use like 2 tablespoons of milk. So you can use less or just the 2 tablespoons, because you need to see the consistency of your butter. And I will use 2.5 cups of icing sugar. And you start slowly. You can cover with a towel, or you start with very gently. After some time of beating, now I have to add a teaspoon of vanilla. This cup is equivalent to a teaspoon of vanilla. And again, here it's, if you really want your coffee cake icing to have some coffee, you can put coffee powder here, like the instant coffee, or you can put some coffee, strong coffee, and add to this, and the icing also will have coffee flavor. So I'll continue beating, and meanwhile I'll add and finish my milk, and then our icing will be ready. Now we have to ice our cake. I'm just gonna do a very simple icing, like just applying the cream on top. It's really nice and light, and I'll just continue doing this, and then we see the end results. My cake is all done. As you can see, it's a very simple icing, and it really looks beautiful. So let's cut and see the moment of truth here. Look at that. It's really moist and beautiful, and all the coffee flavors are really great in this coffee. Doesn't that look beautiful? As you can see, it's already here plated, beautiful, moisty, and coffee flavored cake. That's it. Now it is your turn. Go ahead and give this delicious coffee cake a try. And it's not just coffee cake for the name, it is made with real coffee. It is delicious, and we love it here in my household. It is easy, as you have seen, and I have taken you step by step. And remember to share the recipe, like, and subscribe. Until we see you again, bye!